crypto investing. And remember our daily live stream that we're going to do once again tonight at about 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Daylight Time in the great state of Michigan. I'm going to do another daily live stream tonight talking about some things that I want to talk about with the news going on, some of the FOMO that is by the wayside, and some of the other breaking news that's going on in the cryptocurrency market. We'll talk a little gold and silver tonight. We'll shake that in there, talk about some of my stocks, how they've been doing, what they've been doing, where they've been doing it, and what I think is going on in the future. But that's going to be tonight in our daily live stream. We'll look at the dollar index, gold and silver spot price, a couple of the mining shares that I like. I'm going to start doing that since today is Monday, right? And we're going to talk about gold and silver on Mondays, as it is precious metals Mondays, right? And what we're going to look at today in this little brief update is the Bitcoin price. It's had a little bit of a fall. We didn't get into the Bitcoin price, but I put a really good video last night in my live stream that's up on some of the things that I thought was going on in the cryptocurrency market and what the truth is on ICOs and who really makes all the fucking money and who gets left holding a bag and shites the fleece and heisted, right? And that's the retail trader. And I really went in there and explained to you how that works, right? Using Vincenzo coins that I created in Vincenzo Mystery Land, where I have Cenzos, right? And I explained it, but you can see the Bitcoin price now. We're going to take this top part off because it's absolutely taking the bottom road, right? It's getting rejected underneath it. That's what we were talking about here. It's just done it a little bit longer. And if I had to guess, I would say you're coming down next. Why would I say you're coming down next? Because you're getting held by major resistance up here, right? Could you have another one of these? Hook-nosed Jew bearish reversal setting up. It could be a classic, right? And that's what I'm watching out for. And what you need to watch out for is this 24,259.08, and you need to keep your fucking eye on that. Yeah, excuse my French, isn't the F word, but you guys need to keep your eye on 24,259.08 as it's been rejected 3 times in that area. We're still having that up and sideways consolidation after this pump back here. Little technical analysis, notepads out. See that rising volume right there? Notice how it's rising? Boom. Bam! Price rises. Nice consolidation after the pump. Volume crashing. Bam! Another pump. What's the volume doing? Still declining to almost nothing. And that's telling me that this is going to run out of buyers soon. Could it get up to 29,000 before it does that? Yes, it is possible. But what's more likely is the volume is starting to come back in. You can see there. See how it's trended up slightly right there? But it's all sell volume, so you got rejected, right? And if that continues, you're going to bounce around here, and then eventually the sellers are going to drive it all the way back down to this 19,049.13, which is the top part of that blue trading zone. And as we've went over extensively, when you pump through it, you can go very quickly through the blue trading zone. But conversely, when you come back down through it, just one time here, you come straight through it because there's not a lot of volume traded in there. So that's why it seems to work like that. And then there's a lot of volume traded up here. That's why you start getting trading like that going on the closer you get to it, because there's tons of volume up there. And then just the same down here at the bottom part of this, there's tons of volume. And that's why you have that long consolidation just below that blue trading zone before that big pump, right? So that's what I'm watching out for in the Bitcoin price, right? I had a couple of people ask me yesterday. Let's go back into the comments here. And we really don't have that many new viewers, so we don't even look at that because we're suppressed and it's manipulated because I'm not a moon boy or a paid promoter or a charlatan. So that's why we are suppressed and we are not promoted as much, and our station is hidden, right? Where were these comments? It was during the live stream, so I might not be able to pull it up. I hope that wasn't recording while I was on here. Let's go into my shit, and then we're gonna go into here. Looks like we got some spam commenters. Crypto, yep. We can just get rid of him. Remove. I guess I can't find that. I don't remember where that comment was. I wish I would have remembered the coin. I believe Algo is one of them, so we're going to go take a quick look at Algo here real quick. Don't worry, my XRP lovers. We'll take a quick peek at XRP. Let's just get rid of that just in case I don't want to play anything. And if we zoom out to the daily time frame as my semi leaves Romeo, Michigan, because this is my job on a snowy midwinter, late January, almost February, if you can believe that already. Winter time is 2/3 of the way through the season. As you can see, we have nice snowflakes falling from the sky, just as it's been the day today. Only about an inch of accumulation. I got about 5.5 inches of snow at my house on the ground. But then, if you can believe this already, it's been a very painfully warm winter, and it's actually getting close to turning the corner from actually having snow on the ground for an extended period. Once you get too much past February, it'll snow a lot occasionally, but it melts just as quick as it comes. But you can see Algo here. You had a nice bounce, and look where we bounced off of, this descending major resistance, where we drew that line down where you've been dancing on it. Support, resistance, resistance, traded sideways into it, brief support. Now it's hit it as support, and it rallied and actually initiated it up to 30 cents ish almost. But what I think is going to end up happening here is, you can see the volume is pitiful, and the volume has been dying ever since the big hype cycle right into here. Where is that big volume at? I didn't even look that impressive. Right in there was pretty much it. That was the volume right there. See that? That was the blow off top in volume. Mid to late 2021. That was the blow off. You had your first blow off here in September 21, and then you had your final high in reversal where it started pumping, quick reversal, and the price came down, right? But what I think is going to go on here, and then we gave you this target of about 9 cents, because that was the bottom part of this rising wedge or rising channel, where you have upper resistance, uptrending resistance once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times right there, and look at that, 6 times on a wick, and that was your big reversal to initiate the bear market, right? And then you had support once, twice, a whole group in number 3, a whole group in number 4, one final time right there, and then the flush. And as soon as you broke out of that pattern right there, that was initiating the bear market, and that's what old Vincenzo was trying to warn everybody about Cardano right around the Thanksgiving time of 2021, because everybody bought it down here when it crashed, right? And it was still sitting up in here about $1.30 higher than most people bought it down here. And if they didn't sell, and they were all fat and happy thinking they were the smartest traders on the planet, but then they held it in this big bear market and lost it all, right? But we had that 9 cents because of that target right there. But the key is here, when you're asking what could be a bear market bottom, is it's interesting because this coin came out during a big bull market, right? It came out right before COVID and then crashed and then rode the bull market. But look at where you only got to. You didn't even break the all-time high, right? And I'm not sure exactly the date Algo came out, but this is the date I have on here, which is TradingView. And in this big bull market, it didn't even get back up to its all-time high. It just nearly got up to what these people were waiting for to sell, and then the rug got pulled out. If they were like, oh my God, I'm only 10, 15% down now instead of 99%, I might make a profit, and they didn't sell it. They didn't sell it, and then they got fleet heights and chiced it again because they probably started buying more, right? Motherfuckers, delete that. But that's what happened there. And the interesting thing, and why I'm rambling on here, I want to put that back there. The interesting thing about that is, because, like I've been talking about, when they created the coin here, they create so many coins and they release them constantly, every day, every month, every year. So by the time you came over to here, you had an exponentially more coins here. It could have been 5, 10, 15x more, 50% more, 100% more, whatever it was. And even in this huge bull market, the biggest crypto bull market, and the top of one of the biggest bubbles in United States history, you couldn't even breach your all-time high, and then the rug got pulled out from you, and the price has now dropped again at its swing low so far, 94.37%. And most of you would be saying, well, shouldn't we come back up? You would think so in a normal stock, because that looks like a nice double bottom. But after you come up into here, say even you had got even ultimately bullish and got up into this major resistance right here and then got rejected like this, the problem is here, the volume is just steadily went down now, right? It's stabilized, but it's not growing anymore. Is you could drive this coin to all-time lows, 5 cents, 4 cents, 3 cents, right? You could just completely lose it, and then it starts to look something like this, right? And you got to fight over a couple of years, and there will be big money made again. Somebody will be like, "Oh, I made fucking 10,000% in Algo." Well, yeah, you bought it at 1.5 cents, and then you sold it at 15 cents, right? I have a fear it could do something like that, right? So I wouldn't be comfortable long term holding it. My first entry on a very small bag would be at its all time low. I mean, that's just an obvious marker. And then I would wait to see what it does. If it bounces way up here, I wouldn't buy. You got to see if it breaks this, because even if it broke it, the truth is it would come back down and retest it, and it would give you a second opportunity.